today we are going to be talking the Accsoon SeeMo. It is a powerful little device that allows you to turn your iPhone or iPad into a professional camera monitor. Now, anybody who's had a chance to already use this has said how amazing this little device is. But they did have one little quirk that they mentioned, which is this color. Because when they originally released it, they released it in this light gray color that they're calling white. But you see, most cameras are black. And so when you mount it on top, it does stick out a little bit. But they recently released a black version, which I have here today. So let's unbox it and dive a little deeper into it. Okay, so right away, you're gonna be greeted with this clean packaging. As soon as you open it up, you're gonna have a little bit of the paperwork. And you're right into the device. So we'll start off with device right away, which is this tiny, powerful unit here. And I'm noticing right away that it is a metal mount, which is incredible. And there are some locator pins, which will help it not swivel. And I think that's awesome. And you also get the friction mount, which is right here, with this really great thumb screw. And the friction mount actually has one locator pin. So you know that's going to be great for it to not twist. So let's just give that a little go. Yeah, that is nice and solid. And from what I can tell right away, some people had mentioned that the build quality was off and the edges were a little bit rough, but it seems like they have refined that a bit because everything is nice and smooth. These port edges are not jagged and sharp like some other people have mentioned. And this hot shoe mount is also really well cut and really, really great. So I think if you pull this up, it locks into place, yep, so that when you throw your phone on, it just slides down. So it will be capable of holding many phone sizes. That's the unit itself. In here, you will have the USB-C to Lightning for your iPhone and a little hex key to tighten the friction arm. And then another cable, which is going to be the USB-C to USB-C for iPads. So that you can use any of the newer iPads. But that is pretty much it for the device. It looks awesome, but more than it looking really great, let's take it out and get some shots so we can dive deeper into how powerful the Accsoon SeeMo is. You see, the one thing that makes the Accsoon SeeMo so powerful is simply its size. Like, look at it. It is so small, it could just fit into this tiny little pouch. And when you're out on a shoot and you need a camera monitor, you have one with your iPhone. Because let's be honest, I'm shooting with Sony and the LCD on the back of the Sony cameras aren't always the best. They're not the brightest and they're not the sharpest. But the screen on your iPhone is over 1000 nits and 120 hertz if you're using any of the newer phones, so it's nice and sharp. So let's get this mounted so we can dive deeper into what it's capable of. Now, with the Accsoon, it comes with this really great friction arm with this awesome thumb mount. And I think every friction arm should be designed like this. You just need any NPF style battery to click onto the back. You're going to use the cable that is included with it, which is the USB-C to Lightning. Goes into this side here and then into my phone. And now I haven't shot with a monitor in a while, so I just have this super long HDMI cable, but we'll make do with that. Now, what I love about the Accsoon is they actually use a full-size HDMI, which is so much better than a micro HDMI. So we'll just pop that in. Get this onto the camera. Like, look at this cable. It's absolutely ridiculous. Guess I need to go buy a shorter cable. And then we'll power it on. You'll see here the black version is really nice because you have that green light, and then you have the battery level, which was hard to see in the white gray version. But once you turn on the camera and let me just unlock my phone, you download the Accsoon SeeMo app right there, and you hit monitor, and boom, there you go. Now you have a professional monitor and you're ready to go. The Accsoon SeeMo app is super powerful. It has all the monitoring tools that you would want. So as you can see here, it has RGB, histogram, waveform, focus, look, zebra, markers, distort. It has anamorphic, de-squeeze. But one of the ones that is vital when you're trying to expose your image is this false color. Because as you can see, you know right away when something is underexposed and when something is properly exposed, like these little ducks right here. And what's really fantastic about this right now is I can record onto my camera this clip, which is recording in 4K, but I can record right onto the SeeMo app and post right away. And that to me is such a game-changing tool because look, now as soon as I have it, I go into my camera roll and boom, the footage is right there. And look at the quality of this thing. Now the output on this is only 1080p up to 60 frames per second. But if you're double recording, you have the 4K footage if you need it. So let's go out and grab some sample clips so we can see the footage coming from the phone versus the footage that is being recorded to the SeeMo. I'm going to be shooting everything with the 20-70G in 4K to the A7 IV, and then as I mentioned, this is going to be capturing everything at 1080p, and then we'll throw it up on the screen so you can see the sample clips for yourself. The huge advantage of the Accsoon SeeMo is that because you can record right to your camera roll as a content creator, you have that high quality footage coming from this professional camera at your disposal right away to post. And a subscriber of mine even gave me the idea that if I took the shots coming from the Sony a7 IV, recorded on the Accsoon, straight to my camera roll, I could run it through an app like the Hanser, and you now get this special and unique filmic shot that you can post to socials right away, on the go. So let's go do that. This isn't a sponsored video. However, the team at Accsoon did provide me the SeeMo so that I could do a review if I ended up liking the product. The Accsoon SeeMo is $179 US, and I think it is worth every penny because you could find monitors for cheaper, but those screens aren't going to be any better than the LCD on your current camera. And if you want a monitor that is brighter and of better quality than even the iPhone, and let alone record, well, those monitors are going to be much, much more expensive. So as we mentioned, the fit and finish on this has been great, as you saw from the unboxing. No issues with it at all. The SeeMo is actually just this tiny little unit, and you can attach it to an iPad mount, and that's how it does its job. And the only thing that I would love to see improved, it's not a critique, would be that this thing could charge the iPhone while you're using it through the NPF battery, because these things have a lot of juice. So hopefully in the future iteration, you're able to keep your iPhone or iPad charged. But for its form and its functionality, this thing is powerful. And so it is going to have a permanent place in my camera bag, because whether I need a monitor or not, it's there. And when I do need it, I have my iPhone. If I'm on a bigger production and we have a larger crew, I could attach it to a larger iPad and have a monitor where we can play back the shots or the takes. And it is so powerful that I didn't even have a chance to mention that it's also capable of live streaming. Yeah, it live streams. One of the other subscribers had even said to me, hey, wouldn't it be cool if you could live stream a vlog or something like that and just use the Wi-Fi or hotspot of the iPhone or iPad? So definitely want to test that at some point in the future. I'm going to leave the product link in the description below so that you can do a bit more research if you want to. I didn't even have a chance to dive into all the monitoring features. So the website will have everything there. I will also leave an affiliate link if you want to support the channel. And leave me any questions, and I will try my best to answer them for you. But please subscribe, like, share if you found this video useful or if you think it would be helpful to someone else. And thank you for watching. So as always, live passionately and stay inspired. Bye. 120 hertz refresh rate, so it's going to be nice and sharp. Whoa, look at this duck. Can you see this thing? We're gonna have to try to get some shots of that for sure.